Today's video, starter number 2. Hello, welcome to ET Garage. I'm Eugene Tordo, and like I said at the beginning there, today's video is about starter number 2. And if you're wondering why it's starter number 2, I did a video not too long ago on this starter, which is a brand new AC Delco I got from Rock Auto, and it failed me. Yeah, I went for a drive down the PA 125, or what some people refer to as PA Tail of the Dragon, and which I don't live far from, and stopped to pick up a bottle of wine, and when I came out, it wouldn't start. Anyway, I got lucky. I waited about a half hour and turned the key again, and it started and got me home. But this has been giving me problems from the first day I put it on. Brand new, not rebuilt. And if you look, like the one I took off was the same size as this remanufactured one, which I got from AutoZone. And you can tell the difference in sizes, how much smaller the motor itself is, and different size of the solenoid. And that worried me from day one, and I was right. Yeah, it didn't work out. Something tells me on a really cold morning this thing would not have enough power to crank that motor over. It probably would, but real slow. That also worried me, because I do take this car out in the winter. So I'm going to have to contact Rock Auto, see about returning this. That'll be something else when I get around to it. And or if they just send me a replacement. If they do send me a replacement, I'll put it on the shelf and keep it. I'd rather just return it and get my refund. I still have the box, thank God. The rebuilt one is the same as the one that came off the car, which is good. The bad thing is getting this up in there, because I have headers, so getting it in between the headers and the coolant lines for the transmission is a pain in the butt. So I'm going to have to work this up in there. I'm not going to videotape that part of it. I'll leave a link to the original video up here, or I think it's up here somewhere during this video, and I'll try and remember to leave a link in the description box down below of this video if you want to see the first one. But I'm not going to go over the install. Basically, it's 3 wires and 2 bolts. If it wasn't for the headers, this would come out in really easy. That's one good thing about this starter, being smaller. It slips in and out real easy. This one here just takes a little bit more work getting it all lined up and turned around and all that stuff. So it ain't that big a deal. But I am going to go ahead, put the starter in, get it on the ground, and start her up and all that good stuff. Make sure this works. This is a remanufactured one. Only new ones I could find were on Rock Auto, and they look like they're all the same no matter who manufactures them. They're all these like minis from the pictures I see. They're all like these mini ones for some reason. I don't know why they do that. So hopefully the remanufactured one will go better. This is from, I believe I said it already, it's from AutoZone. And the reason I got it from them is they had it available down in Harrisburg, which is about an hour south of me. And so I just drove down there yesterday afternoon and picked it up and brought it home, and I'm putting it in this morning. So hopefully this will work out. Long term, of course, you'll just have to keep checking back on my YouTube channel, or just subscribe and all that good stuff, and keep track. And hopefully this will last a long time. Last one I had in there, I believe, was a rebuilt, and that lasted a very long time. So hopefully this one does too. We'll find out. Biggest thing I find with these starters is when you tighten up, and this little wire here, which goes to the ignition switch, you got to be careful you don't over tighten it and spin it, because if you do, you break the wire inside. So just keep that in mind. So let me get this installed, and then we'll pick the video up with the car on the ground and start it and check it and all that stuff. All right, success. Just another short video on the drama of doing your own DIY projects on your car, especially with today's parts. Because anyone who's been around knows that the quality of parts has declined greatly. Anything you get is almost always made in China, and they're subpar. You know, you're lucky if they work right out of the box. This is probably a good example. This was made in, I think, Taiwan or something like that. Oh, made in China, yeah. Brand new starter that's literally half, the motor is literally half the size of the factory original one. I got real lucky putting the new rebuilt or second starter in. It literally slid right up in place without too much finagling around the transmission coolant lines and a header. So I got real lucky there. It literally took me 10 minutes, you know, to put it in. 10 minutes to take it out, 10 minutes to put it in. I probably spent more time jacking up the car and putting on jack stands and taking it down. Almost as much time doing that as I did putting the starter in. That's one thing you can say about the Gen 1 small block Chevys. Of course, it depends what car they're in and whether they have headers, stock exhaust, all that stuff. Anyway, this project's done. Like I said, subscribe to the channel or just check back once in a while, and if there's any future problems with this rebuilt one, I will let everybody know. As far as I know, the rebuilds are done here in the US, so maybe that's a benefit. Maybe that makes the rebuilds better than the Chinese ones like this one here. I don't know. Leave your opinion down in the comment section. I always like to see comments. It helps the channel with the algorithm and all that stuff. I'll just end the video here rather than keep rattling on. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.